It's my privilege to be able to welcome you to POPL. I'm Andrew Myers, and I'm the general chair, so I just have a few things to tell you about. First of all, I wanted to let you know that this is actually the 50th anniversary of POPL, and it is also the 50th POPL. So the first one was in 1973, so it's kind of amazing that this conference has been going on this long. It's really great to be back with really the full community after a few years of dealing with COVID. This is actually the biggest conference that SIGPLAN has held since 2019. So thanks for showing up. We actually have more than 500 people registered for in-person attendance here at POPL, and more than 700 if you roll in all of the co-located events. So we have a very big program, as you've probably noticed, lots of co-located workshops and conferences and so forth. A few things I need to just touch on. I want to just say something about health and safety. We are asking that you follow CDC guidelines, so if you test positive for COVID, you should isolate. So wearing a mask is something that we're not going to try to enforce, and we're not asking you to do it. It's a personal choice, absolutely up to you. But we would ask that if you have a good reason to think that you're infectious, maybe you were just hanging out with somebody who had COVID, then wearing a mask seems like a prudent thing to do to avoid spreading disease. Of course, there's much more than COVID going around. And if you actually do have symptoms of a contagious disease, then I suggest you use air meat to avoid spreading it. We have a code of conduct on the website under the DEI tab, and I just want to let you know that we do take good conduct seriously, and I think the heart of it is to treat other people with respect. And you can read more about it on the website. SIGPLAN Cares is an organization that is here to support community members who are experiencing unacceptable conduct, and they wanted me to let you know that some of them are here. So here are the members of SIGPLAN Cares, and the people highlighted in yellow are present at the conference. We have a wonderful technical program. And in addition, we also have some community building events that I wanted to let you know about. So we have some lunches aimed at various communities. There's a board game night. There is a dinner, the sort of Women at POPL dinner on Thursday. This is something that people actually signed up for, and it's actually currently full. I know that some people who had planned to come are not actually going to be able to make it. So if so, so that everybody who wants to come can, please let the registration desk know if you are somebody who was going to come but can't, or if you're somebody who isn't signed up but would like to go, and we'll get you onto a wait list and notify you about that. And of course, there are mentoring breakfasts. There was one this morning already, and further ones, and they're sort of on different topics. So I encourage you to attend those if they're a good match for your interests. I'm going to thank the many, many people who have put in great time and effort into making this event great in more detail in the business meeting on Thursday. But I just want to mention our sponsors. We have a lot of generous sponsors this year who have contributed, and that's great. So now with that out of the way, let me now introduce Amal Ahmed, who is the program chair for the event.
Thanks, Andrew. Hi, everyone. So let me just start by saying that it is so nice to see so many of you here. The last POPL I went to in person was POPL'23, so it really does feel like, I'm glad we're back. Okay, so let me just start by saying a little bit about the program. We're going to start in a few minutes with the Milner Award talk, which is Victor Vafiadis. And then I want to draw your attention to the panel that we're going to have tomorrow. So this is the 50th panel. We're going to have next 50 years of POPL panel tomorrow morning. So I encourage you to join. Some interesting topics coming up. We have 74 papers in the program that were selected from 275 submissions. They're going to be in 2 parallel tracks, as POPL has been for the last decade or so. We have 7 distinguished award papers. So I really want to draw your attention to those. You might want to check out those talks. These are papers that the PC thinks everyone should read. And, supposed to be a noteworthy result and accessible to a broad audience. So hopefully you'll enjoy going to those talks. There's a badge on the program indicating which are the distinguished award papers. And just to show you, here they are, the titles for those. And we'll be giving out distinguished awards at the business meeting on Thursday. So going through this in more detail. The other thing that we're doing new this year, and I really encourage you to take advantage of, is the session previews. So we've never had session previews at POPL before, but this is an idea that comes from the SIG Plan community. These are essentially 10-minute, 8-minute perhaps, invited talks that introduce the ideas and the papers in each POPL session. These will all take place in Whitehill, which I'm told is 4th floor. We've already had one session preview this morning at 8:30. So thank you to the people who did that. The overall goal of this is to make POPL more accessible, especially for students and so on. We talked about it at PLMW yesterday. And these are scheduled in a single track. So if you're trying to decide which of the 2 upcoming tracks you should go to, which of the 2 parallel tracks you should go to, this might be a good way of something that helps you decide which one of those to attend. And thank you to Nate Foster and Eric Campbell for organizing all of this and on such short notice. So thank you. And with that, we're done. So let's move on to the